The new FM 101.9, Nicole Sandler with you, and Chris Isaac and Kenny Dale Johnson are sitting across from me.
Hi.
Hi.
It's good to be here.
It's great to have you here.
What's your slogan?
Southern California's album alternative.
That was who wrote that one? The owner's wife? I'm guessing the owner's wife.
Trips off the
How
tongue.
about that? Yeah, that's kind of poetic. Southern
Uh-huh.
California's, what is it?
Album alternative.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Come up with a better one for us.
We rock you. How about that? Is this,
No, that doesn't fit.
Okay, it doesn't, not something like that.
How about all Chris Isaac all the time?
All Chris Isaac all the time. FM 109.
101.9. We're new.
Let's
so
not get technical.
It's right next to it.
Well, you're here because you're doing a show tomorrow night at House of Blues. So that brings you
We
to
are?
our lovely part of town. Yeah. Usually you come in and you do something that day and then you turn around and leave.
I love playing any place I figure that they named just after drinks.
House of Blues. Is that
Is
after
it blues?
Blues? House
Oh, we
of Blues.
Oh,
What did you think it was?
Oh, never
I
mind.
thought. Well, that goes at. I thought we would get free stuff out of them.
Oh.
They do. They have all kinds of merchandising.
We thought it was a house of booze.
Oh.
Actually, that's why we took the gig. House of booze. How can we go wrong, Kenny?
I don't know.
A couple of tunes, the people would probably be all liquored up. They don't care.
Well, they have that too. They do have that there.
I see that Kenny's brought along his guitar, and I brought along a drum.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's switched thing
Yeah,
going on.
let's try to plan something here, can we?
Well, you bet.
I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way.
Okay.
Join in when you want to, Nicole.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
You asked me if I miss your kisses. I don't know. I can't say. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. You asked me if I'll find another. I guess I will someday. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. Well, God gave me that girl to lean on. Then he put me on my own. Heaven help me be a stud. I have the strength to stand alone. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. Now do that talking part you worked out, Nicole. Go ahead. Oh. Come on, you could do it.
What am I supposed to say here?
Talk about yourself.
Oh, I can't do that. Talk about Chris.
Well, I guess all the boys in school kind of liked Nicole, and I was no different. All dressed up in that sundress, walking around, posing by the window. Then one day she went to L.A. and got a job at the radio station. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. Think Johnny Cash can sue us?
Maybe.
Chris Isaac live on the new
No, we're
FM
sending June Carter
101.9.
after us.
It's worse.
So what was I supposed to say there?
Just, talk about yourself.
I can't do that.
You'd be surprised how much. You'd be surprised. There's a huge well of people out there who would like to know more about you.
Oh, really?
Some of them would like to know a lot more about you.
Well, the ones that are listening now want to know more about you. So let's talk about you and not talk about me. You're recording a new album.
Yes, I am.
How's that going?
It's going pretty good. We've been in the studio just about every day and night, and so now we've been playing some of the new stuff when we go out and play live, and it cuts down on rehearsal time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of scary, to play stuff that you haven't done before on stage, but people so far have been really pretty kind, and the bass player got hit once, but it was really kind of
Forgiving.
yeah.
Did he deserve it?
Well, it was a glancing blow.
Oh. Who hit him?
It was just a joke,
Oh.
Nicole. It was kind of like
I got it.
I was actually making that up.
probed
No one actually
too
got
much.
No one actually got hit. I feel a Hawaiian song coming
Yeah.
on, don't you?
Yeah.
Now get ready on this one because there's something for you to sing too, Nicole.
No, I can't sing.
What do you mean you can't sing? Anybody can sing. Take a deep breath. Deeper. Okay, doesn't matter if you can't sing. You ready?
You betcha.
Sweet Leilani, heavenly flower, I dreamt of paradise for two. You are my paradise completed. You are my dream come true. Sweet Leilani, heavenly flower, nature fashion roses kiss with dew. And then she placed them in a bower. It was the start of you. Start of you, sweet Leilani, heavenly flower. I dreamt of paradise for two. You are my paradise completed. You ready there? Give me hell, Kenny. You are my dream come true.
Isaac live on FM 101.9.
I think I hurt myself, Nicole.
I like Nicole's whistling part in there, didn't you?
The whistling part. When you
Very
just,
good.
That was
Thanks,
good. She just kind of ad-libbed that.
I've never been able to whistle before, so
That
it's
was
a new
good.
thing
Just
for
put
me.
your lips together and
Yeah.
Whistle.
You know, I asked the good people from Reprise to send me over biomaterial
would that
on you
be, the
because
good
that would
people?
be Gary Briggs sitting over there.
you mean the good person?
Yeah. So Gary, please send me some bio stuff so I don't sound like this bubbling jerk just trying to talk to Chris and
That's
sounding
my part.
intelligent.
I'm the bubbling jerk.
So I prepared all this stuff I was going to ask you about, and I know that it was completely stupid for me to even think that I could do an interview with you.
Mr. Inquisitor there. June 26, 1971. Someone is shot just outside of Chicago. You are nearby. What have you got to say about that, Chris?
Kind of a Sam Donaldson thing.
Yeah, lay it on me.
Mean-spirited.
I'm sorry, I digress.
No, then I knew you would, and that's what I love about you. Tell me about the acting. I saw Little Buddha, and you had talked about your experiences over in Kathmandu and Bhopal and all those places.
I think the thing that was amazing to me is that we did Little Buddha, and we were hanging out with Keanu Reeves is in the film and plays important part in the film. He's in a very, very serious kind of a role, and we never realized that this kid had it in him to drive a bus at that speed to where, like it. And, it's funny because I think maybe he got some of the idea from Little Buddha, because I was talking to him on the film, and I said, what would be great is if in Little Buddha, it's like you were in an ox cart, and you had to have the ox cart had to go at a certain speed, or else the ox cart would blow up. And he said, that's ridiculous, Chris. That's not it's just not possible. The audience wouldn't buy it. And I said, yeah, okay, maybe you're right. There's some flaws, but it could be worked on. And later on, they came out with that movie Speed.
Wow.
So, you go figure.
Go figure. I think he owes you big time.
We
here.
learn by watching others.
I guess so. The whole time I watched
And I've
that
been watching
movie-
you.
Have you? You're making me blush. The whole time I watched that movie, I remembered a story you told about how you had the San Francisco Days CD and you kept trying to strategically place it so it would be within a camera shot. And I watched for it the whole time and I didn't see it.
I think they edited that out. They matrixed that out, and they put in Whitney Houston instead there.
Figures. Okay.
Yeah.
The other night I got home and kind of a little inebriated, and I turned on the TV and
What? Wait a minute.
Slightly.
There are
not
kids
much.
listening to this program.
Slightly. It was a Saturday
A
night.
little inebriated?
Little.
You were
Just
tanked.
yeah.
To the gills,
No,
baby.
I don't do that.
Parked on the lawn,
Yeah.
did you?
But I turned on the TV and just in
Out
time
of
to
my
see
way.
the beginning of Wild at Heart. which I had seen when it first came out.
Yeah.
And I waited, and there came Wicked Game. Did you see the movie before they put your song in there?
I saw some of the movie, and I knew David Lynch, so I trusted him implicitly. So I saw that he had a lot of respect. He'd worked with Roy Orbison, and I saw what he had done with Roy. So I figured, okay, there's a good chance that somebody will be wearing lipstick and lip-syncing to this song. You never know.
Never know. So you said, yeah, this looks cool. You can use my song.
I kind of trust David Lynch. He's got a really good...
And he put you in the Twin
cool.
Peaks movie.
Yeah. Yep.
And
see?
how was that?
What was the deal? I gave him a song, and then I forced him to put me in a movie.
Uh-huh.
It worked that way. Let's do a little bit of that. Come on.
Okay.
You hit the high note, though.
Okay.
I was up late.
Mm.
You can just jump in, Nicole, with the harmony, the high note.
No problem.
The world was on fire, no one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish lovers do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you.
Hey, ready? Here we go.
No, I wanna fall in love. This world is only gonna break your heart. No, I wanna fall in love with you. What a wicked game to play. Let me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do. Let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say. You never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do. Let me dream of you, and I won't fall in love. This world is only gonna break your heart. No, I won't fall in love with you.
You ready, Kenny?
Betcha.
With you. No, nobody loves no one. Nicole.
And see, that burned me up, Nicole. They cut that off. And maybe Gary's here from Reprise. He could tell me why the record company cut that Nicole
Yeah,
off
Gary.
the original version.
That's what I want to know. Chris Isaak is with us live at FM 101.9, and it is always a pleasure to see you. And Kenny,
Always pleasure.
you've been very quiet today.
Well, I can't get a word in edgewise around you two. That chemistry thing, you know.
Okay. You've got me speechless. Why the 2 watches?
2.
3
Three.
watches.
I got a lot of watches because, you know, I like to be on time. See, it's a part of my parole.
Oh, okay. I guess there are some things about you that I don't know. You're dressed very normally today.
I'm open for discovery, you'll find, Nicole. I'm just like the Science Museum, open for discovery every day.
Well, so there are more things I can learn about you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just like a sea mollusk.
Well, I asked the listeners.
Some scientists out there is going, sea mollusk, hey, that was neat. He mentioned sea mollusk. Pulled his car over right now.
I asked the listeners if they had any burning questions that they had to ask Chris Isaak.
Burning or itching.
Got a few faxes here. One says, so Chris, how uncomfortable is your mirrored suit?
It's not the mirrored suit, really. That's I have a suit. If you haven't seen it, it's literally a suit covered with mirrors. I mean, from the pants to the jacket, one entire little chunk of mirror all over. But people ask if that's uncomfortable. The suit in itself is not uncomfortable. It's the underwear that goes with it. The tiny mirrored underwear.
Chafe?
Oh, chafing, itching, burning, scratching.
Yeah, you wore that when you opened for Tina Turner.
Amazing, though. You rub in a little Windex and you feel like new.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Did you ever get to meet Tina on that whole tour?
No, I never actually did get to meet Tina.
She didn't come over and try to fix your
like
makeup in your suit?
Who was the guy who was trying to meet Roger? Was trying to meet the head of
Roger and me.
Yeah, Roger and me. Yeah,
General
Roger and me. I'm going to
Motors,
make a movie, Tina and me. Well, how come Tina can't come down right now? I'm sorry, Tina's taking it on advisement to see you.
And you toured with her for how long?
About 2-3 months. But I heard that nobody else met her either.
Oh.
Robert Craig went out.
Yeah.
He didn't get to meet her. And
Neville Brothers didn't.
Neville Brothers didn't. She's doing a lot of meditating.
So who are you going to tour with next time?
Maybe Howard Hughes.
No, okay.
We figure we got a better chance. Hanging with. Hey, Howard, let me drive the plane.
All right, another fax question. Dale from West Hollywood asks, what's Jimmy Wilsley been up to, and any chance of him playing with Silvertone again?
Ask Dale if he's got Jimmy's number. I've been trying to call him. Yeah, there's a chance. There's always a chance if we can get in touch with Jimmy. I know where he lives. Jimmy is, speaking of Howard Hughes, he's a lot like Howard Hughes right now. He's very much on his own, doing his own thing, and it's hard to get in touch with him. But we've been, he actually came by the house, it's been about a month now or so. He came by and was jamming at my house, so if I see him, we're on good terms. It's just hard to find him. You know, he's got so many things to do. He's got rental properties.
Oh, that keeps you busy.
Donut shop.
So
he's a donut shop, a rental property.
Who's in the studio with you? Who's on the new record?
So far, we're just cutting the basic tracks right now, and it's me playing some guitar. But hey, don't be afraid.
All right.
We'll add accordion later. You know how they make a record.
Yeah, I do.
First we cut the basic tracks, then the accordion is added on afterwards. Then later at the final process, the accordion is removed.
All right, I have a serious question. Here's what I think you do, what I've heard you do. You just write songs and you throw on a tape recorder and you write and you throw them all in a box. And then when it's time to put a record together, you pull out the box and you start listening?
I go, let's see. No, actually, I've kind of similar to that. I got a little tape recorder in my house. You know, I got good tape recorders, and I always use the cheapest, worst tape recorder. Everything sounds like it was recorded on a vacuum cleaner. And I record little bits and pieces of songs 3 in the morning, and it's like you're up, you play a guitar, record something, and then about time to make a record, I go through about 30,000 tapes all over my house, and I'm always telling my mom, don't clean up! I don't know where anything is, don't clean up! I take all the tapes and kind of edit it all down, and then take the stuff that I think is the best stuff and use that for the record. And the things that I pass on, well, those go to another song broker, and he sells them to another record company.
Oh, really?
Yeah, song broker.
You make big bucks doing that, right?
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah, right.
I didn't write this one.
Unbridled sarcasm.
I just want to say, you see, it's a real legit fax. I'm not. It says.
Let's see. Wait a second. First of all, I want to see the logo on the top.
Go ahead.
The Trilogy Entertainment Group. I see. Okay.
It says,
so they have access to a fax over there at Trilogy.
To Chris Isaak, from one of many admirers who will be seeing you Wednesday night. Are you married or in a relationship that you can't slide out of?
Well, I am married and in a relationship. But I can slide out of them both for you, baby. No, I'm not married, and currently I'm not in a relationship. Well, we just a little kind of a fling thing, but then now the bass player says he's drunk. He was drunk at the time, so I don't know. You know how that is. It was meaningful for me.
And then you're on the road with him, and it makes everything really uncomfortable, right?
Well, for me, I try to do that extra little bit, to show that he is special. We put a little lemon in his socks when he walks.
Stop it. You're scaring me.
All right.
I believe what you say when you say don't kiss nobody else but me. I believe what you say when you say don't miss nobody else but me. I believe, yeah, I believe, I believe, yeah, I believe, pretty baby. Believe you're gonna steady with Well, the one thing, baby, that I want you to know, when you rock with me, don't you rock too slow. Move on in, get toe to toe. We're gonna rock till we can't rock no more. I believe, I believe, yeah, I believe, I believe, yeah, I believe, I believe, yeah, I believe, pretty baby. Believe you gonna stay there with nobody else but me. Get it on, Nicole. Interpretive dance now.
Isadora Duncan like it.
Well, there's one thing, baby, that I want you to know. When you ride with me, don't you rock too slow. Move on in, get toe to toe. We're gonna rock till we can't rock no more. I believe, yeah, I believe, I believe, oh, believe, pretty baby. Believe you're gonna stay there with nobody else but me. I said, believe you're gonna stay there with nobody else but me.
Chris Isaak, live at FM 101.9. You still driving the Nova?
Yeah, I am driving the Nova. I got it. I just waxed it about 5-6 days ago. It looked good right now.
Yeah, what is it, like a 72 or something?
Well, I might buy a new one later, but it's a 64.
Oh, 64.
It's a
Riding
64.
in a 6'4".
I got it. It's good though. You know, a 64 Nova. If you roll down the back window and you put it in an angle, I can get an 8-foot surfboard in there.
All right.
So it's a very handy car.
I bet.
An 8-foot surfboard or a couple of bodies.
Help me with these, Kenny. Help me quick. Come on.
These barrels are leaking.
What's in these barrels, Chris?
Speaking of surfing and bodies, what do you do when you're not working?
Pretty much laundry, gardening, and surfing, but not in that order, really. Actually, I have been gardening. Is that like, you know? I mean, I have this. I say it sounds like I have a garden. You look at my backyard and it looks like, you know, I don't know. It looks pretty rough, but it's like you plant something and then you go out there every day to look at it. It grew a ½ inch. Look at that. Look, that's a weed, Chris. No, I planted that.
So home is still up in San Francisco.
Yeah. It's actually, you know, I'm thinking about it. It's not the gardening that I have so much fun. It's killing the bugs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Gives me a reason to kill them.
Do you use chemicals or do you
Well, I
just
used to
use
kill
sheer
them and
force?
say, I didn't say I was gardening, but now I'm saying I'm gardening. See, it's more healthy sounding, isn't it? I'm a gardener, damn it. Yeah, but this ain't your yard, mister. Yeah, I could help you.
So what music do you like listening to?
Well, Junior Brown. Been listening to Junior Brown. You mean new stuff you're thinking
New stuff, yeah.
And this a group called the Mavericks.
We're playing the Mavericks.
Are you? What are you playing?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know which one?
I can tell you in a moment.
I like this song. They do this one song that goes, I loved her then, I love her still. You know that song?
I don't think so.
Ain't had nobody since I lost you.
What are we playing?
Once upon a
Limited on
time,
Letterman.
once when you were mine.
I mean, I'm tearing it up wrong because not my song, it's theirs. But it's like they got a real nice sound.
There's a real good song in here, What a Crying Shame, and also they do
Yeah.
a cover of Springsteen's All That Heaven Will Allow that's really, really nice.
I didn't know that was his, but he's a nice guy, you know.
Yeah.
Springsteen, he came to a show when we were out on tour and kind of like had a rough couple of weeks on tour, and somebody said, Bruce Springsteen's here, and was like, where was it? It was in his
Jersey.
hometown. Yeah.
Wow.
And he came back and said hi, and it really, you know, I don't know what, for him just to come by and say hi, it was like really, you know, cheered everybody in the band went, Bruce Springsteen came by. I called my mom and told her.
He tried on your suit or your jacket anyway.
He did? Wow. I'm holding on to that now. Yeah, the boss wore this suit. Kind of makes me the boss, too.
Gave him a rash, probably. Though.
Hey, ouch.
Well, I know you would get really hot and sweaty in that suit. I saw that last time.
No, that's just my condition.
Oh.
Around you.
Oh. Make them sweat.
What do you want to do, Kenny? Come on, let's sing
How
something.
about that Mustangs?
How about something in Espanol?
Oh, yeah? Okay.
You play a lot of Spanish music on this station, don't you?
Sure, we do.
Luchan por separarnos, pero es inútil. Nuestro amor es tan grande como no habrá jamás. Juntos caminaremos hasta la muerte. y aunque el mundo se oponga, nos tendremos que amar.
Now everybody sings.
La tumba será el final, ahí será la separación. Y hasta en la tumba te sigo amando, si quiere Dios.
Here we go, big ending.
Y hasta en la tumba te sigo amando.
You got it.
Si quiere Dios.
You know where that's
Spanish.
from? That
No, I have
you
no
got it?
idea.
Johnny
Tell 'em.
Carnales show.
The
You ever
Johnny-
see that
You
on
never
TV?
Yeah.
I love the Johnny Carnales show.
Johnny Carnales always says
no.
he does the whole introduction of the band. It's this is all in Spanish. Does the whole introduction of the band. It's like blah, 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 blah. You got it. That much is in English. You know what I mean?
Rich Guzman, who's in there running the board, I think he knows that one.
He's right. You just won't believe it.
It's a great show.
See,
Love that
and
show.
for us English-speaking people, it's like we sit there and wait for that. The dog ear comes on. You got it. I understood that.
So this song, obviously you didn't write that.
No, I didn't. It's something I got it off of a Flacco record.
Jimenez.
Yeah, Flacco Menace. And he came when we played in town. We played with Los Lobos, and Flacco was there backstage, and we said, we learned this song off of your record. Why don't you come and play it? And so we had to play. We had to play it in the right key for his concertina. But he came out and played, and man, he was great.
But do you speak Spanish?
Just enough to get me in trouble.
So do you know what you were singing?
I didn't order
there?
something with flames.
Do you know what you were singing?
Yeah.
Oh,
La
good.
tumba será al final means it'll all end in the grave. Which is,
I heard
but
muerto.
it's a something. This is a very, very kind of a Catholic love song in a way, because it's. I mean, who else would say something like which I think is so gutsy? It says, I only love my mother more than you.
Ah.
It's like that's a sentiment you don't hear in a lot of pop songs. I love you forever, even after I die, if God is willing. I'm going to keep on loving you after I'm dead. And something in this life, I've only loved my mother more than you. I thought, it's like they're very Catholic about that.
I guess so.
You like the text,
She thinks
right?
it's twisted.
Yes, and that's exactly the word I was thinking of. Also, speaking of lyrics.
I guess you're more into Red Hot Chili Peppers kind of stuff.
No,
is that
I
right?
actually like Chris Isaac music a
Coolio.
lot, and
Coolio.
for someone with such a twisted sense of humor as you have, your lyrics you write the most wonderfully romantic love songs, but you don't print the lyrics on any of your CDs, and I like to read them. I like to read the poetry.
I am going to try to print the lyrics maybe on the next
Will you?
album, because something a lot of people say they want to read them, and I've always said that it's not poetry, they're songs. To me, they're not meant to be read, but really I'm just hiding something, which I like to say now that I am one of over 7 million Americans who are faulty spellers, and I was afraid people would see and realize I have
I'll
got a
proofread
college education, but I had a girlfriend who could spell.
Oh.
Honey, does this look like what I think it looks like?
Well, I'm sure Reprise will pay for someone to go through and correct the spelling.
I like
look
that.
infected.
I like that. Does this look infected, honey?
The show at I know you're
When you think of Chris Isaac, think red and misshapen. That's our slogan. You got your slogan for your radio station. We got, hey, FM 101.9, think red and misshapen.
We're kind of itchy.
Your show tomorrow night at House of Blues is sold out. There are still a few tickets. I just called to Ventura Theater where you're playing Friday night. Are you actually in town for a few days?
Yeah, we're in town for a couple of days. We're playing. Actually, we're playing the House of Blues tonight. It's some kind of a party.
A private thing.
No, I think it is. I think it was actually open to the public for a while, but no one was buying tickets. It was ex-cons with attitude problem. And it was
really?
kind of a party, a mixer. And they just couldn't give the tickets away. Yeah, I got an attitude problem. What about it? You want to do a theme song for the show here?
If you'd
Do
like.
you have your own theme song? Kind
No,
of thing?
I really need one.
What should it be? Something light? Is it more kind of light music?
No, it's just real good,
right.
music.
Grab on and don't let go. And I see.
Is it Nicole.
Yeah.
I just put rockin' with.
Okay.
Rock, rock, rockin' Nicole. Rock, rock, rockin' Nicole. Rock, rock, rockin' Nicole. Oh, once she grabs, she won't let go. Rock, rock, rockin' Nicole. Rock, rock, rockin' Nicole. None of that soft stuff. Rock, rock, rockin' Nicole. None of that heavy metal stuff. Rock, rock, rockin' Nicole. Just a little bit of jazz. Rock, rock, rockin' Nicole.
What do you think?
Just
I
like
love
that.
it. That was great. Thank you. Somebody's laughing.
Big laughs out in the hall.
I could go on like this for hours, but I think, I should let you guys get on with your day, and I should let you go. I really don't want to do
Nicole, I guess it's goodbye, and all I could say is I wish you the best. And, I always will care for you. And if you ever come back here in town, you know that you always have a place to be, and the kids will be thinking of you. I want you to take this little tractor part. It meant a lot to me. It's off a carburetor. Kind of looks like a ring. Kenny, I guess you best say goodbye to Miss Nicole.
Adios.
Adios. I'll see you guys tomorrow night at House of Blues. I
Happy
wouldn't
modulating.
miss this. What are you going to wear? Thank you. Thank you.
Just a kind of a spandex suit.
Ooh.
I'll be able to move quickly through the crowd. Boy, you got me up too early today, I guess.
All right, well, we'll take it out with a song from San Francisco Days. It's one of my favorites. It's called I Want Your Love. Chris Isaak on FM 101.9.